right. I appreciate you doing this, man. I know you're getting tired of answering the same shit every day, all day long.
It's all good.
So you got Halloween 2 coming out. Man, let me tell you something. First of all, I love The Devil's Rejects.
Oh, thanks.
That is absolutely one of my favorite movies. You captured a 70s horror flick like nobody can these days, man. I love that about the
good.
film.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
But now you're directing the Halloween series. What I want to know is, though, how did you make that transition from being a musician to being a director?
Well, it was a long path, actually. You know, I always wanted to make movies. Always. But, you know, when you're just a kid growing up, you're like, how do you get to make movies? I mean, now it's a little easier because you can buy a video camera. You can start making movies. But back when I was a little kid, had a Super 8 camera. The mags were 3 minutes long. You're like, how do you, from here to there, seem like a long journey. So when I had the band and started working and got signed to Geffen Records and all that, you know, I started directing the music videos and started directing music videos for other people, and that sort of segued into the first film. So making music videos is actually it's a pretty good training ground.
Now, and I hadn't read this anyway. I just heard rumor. I want you to clear this up for me. I'm glad I have you here in person.
Oh, my God.
No, man, it's not even as bad as you think it is. Hey, man, you fuck dogs, and nothing like that. Dude, I heard that you actually worked on Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
So you did?
I did. I was, I think it was like 1984. It was the first season of Pee-wee's Playhouse I worked on. They shot it in New York. I was living in New York, and that was the season I worked on. And what's even funnier is our main camera operator on the Halloween movies and Devil's Rejects also worked on Pee-wee's Playhouse. And we didn't know each other at the time. And then 20 years later, we're working on this movie. And he's like, remember me? I worked on Pee-wee's Playhouse. And we're like, holy shit. So I always run into people that worked on Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's really weird.
It's funny. They had some evil motherfuckers working on Pee-wee's Playhouse.
So funny. That was a demented show, though. You get it.
No, it was. It was. And that's one of the things I liked about you. I mean, I don't even know why I asked that question, how easy was it to make the transition, because I remember looking at your videos and all your art. I mean, you, goddamn, man, I'm jealous of you. I mean, because you got it all. You're a rock star. You make movies. You can draw. Shit, what else do you want to conquer now?
Nothing really. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I mean, you know, it's kind of like as a kid, you have the things that you love. And the things that I loved was, you know, it was kind of like, how do I get to be Alice Cooper and Steven Spielberg at the same time? You know, that's like in the demented mind of a third grader. Like, that's what I wanted to do.
See, I thought you might have just been this, like right now, you know, you're Harry rock star and everything, but I thought maybe you like this clean-cut, nerdy kid and had a lot of time on your hands. You just did a whole lot of shit.
Well, that too. I was a little kid with a lot of time on my hands, you know.
Yeah, no, same here, man. Except, you know, I'm not a rock star, but
it's a pretty safe bet. Anyone who gets to do anything cool when they grow up was kind of a freak when they were young.
Okay, yeah.
Always, it just goes that way.
Yeah, I feel the same
Always.
way. Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you kind of an uneasy question here. It's not anything too bad. I don't think it's coming from me. Have you heard the criticism from people that they say, you know, Rob Zombie puts his wife, Sherry Moon Zombie, who was fucking fine, by the way, you don't mind me saying. Again, lucky man. You know, I hate you. But have you heard people say that he puts her in every film? And they say things like, oh, he's just trying to give her a career. He just, nepotism in full effect. What do you say to that if you heard that?
I mean, I just think it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I put her in the movies. We love working together. We always have. And I do that with everybody. I put other people that are my friends in the movie all the time. You know, that's why you see reoccurring people. Mm-hmm. And I guess it would be, I think people probably see things like that, like, oh, she wants to be in the movie. She's trying to force herself in. It's not like that at all, because she gets offered tons of stuff all the time. And she just never does it. I mean, sometimes she does. She did an episode of Californication recently or something, but she just does it. We do it because it's fun and we have a good time. And I don't know. I guess people just want to find something to complain about all the time.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're famous, people don't talk shit about you.
It's funny, too, because I kind of like that. Like, one thing I always liked back in the day, and you see it now, when Tim Burton was like, he would always put Lisa Marie in the movies, and she was like Mars Attacks and Sleepy Hollow. What I always thought was cool. I was like, what the hell is he doing? I was like, oh, cool. And, you know, now he always does it with Helena Bonham Carter and stuff. I don't know. I find it interesting.
So you feel like, hey, you like working with her? She can act. What's the big deal?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's great, you know. And I don't know why people care. It's weird.
So you done horror movies so
Yeah.
far, and obviously you are a big fan of horror films. I mean, you can see it with the casting of the people that you put in there. You know, Sid Haig, and you got who's the black guy that was from Dawn of the Dead? I forgot that guy.
Ken Foray.
Ken Foray. I was so happy again. One of the reasons why I love the Devil Rejects, man. I was like, wow, he put my man in there. But
I love Ken, and that's why I put him in Halloween. Too. And it was so funny in Halloween because he has that crazy hair, and he showed up on set, and we were like, what are we going to do with Ken? And he had just seen Dreamgirls. Mm-hmm. He's like, you got to hook me up. You got to give me the same hairstyle Eddie Murphy had in Dreamgirls. I got to have it. And that's why he has that crazy hair. I was like, all right, Ken. I
thought that was his real hair, man.
No, he's bald. I was like, did you ever have that hair? He's like, oh, yeah, when I was young, I had that hair. But
oh, that's funny, man. Because I thought that brother does have hair. I thought he was bald-headed.
My brother does not have hair.
So is this something that you want to continue to do? I mean, looking at your past and everything that you've done, you have a wide range of talent. So do you want to just keep limiting yourself to horror movies, or do you want to do some
I
other
want to
things?
branch out for sure. I think because, doing the same type of movie, same type of genre is very limiting. And it's not that you want to break away from it because you don't like it anymore or something, but it does get limiting, and you want to, you want to keep people guessing, and you want to try other things. I mean, what I am attracted to is dark, kind of violent material. It doesn't have to be a horror movie. It could be a crime movie. It could be anything. It could be a war movie. Could be a Western. But so I'll always stick to, I think, dark things, but not always horror, quote unquote.
Like, for example, what have you thought about yet? Anything you'd want to expand to?
Well, yeah, I would love to make a movie like I have this movie that I've been working on for a while that obviously I hope it's the next movie called Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I was going to ask you about that.
And that's really a really violent movie about a washed-up prize fighter who goes to prison for killing somebody, gets out, and tries to put his life back together, but he can't box anymore because obviously he's washed up, and he gets into the underground fighting to survive. And that's not a horror movie. It's a very violent, gritty, nasty drama.
So you are finishing that up? Because I saw like the truck driving by.
Yeah, I was here last year, and that was supposed to be the next movie, but then something happened, and Halloween became the next movie. So,
well, hey man, like I said, thanks for being real cool and doing this.
Sure, no problem.
And congratulations
Thank
on,
you.
like I say, everything from like your rock star to your fine wife and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.